So why don't we take this opportunity to get enlightened by the galaxies of intellectuals that we have here? So at first I would like to invite Dr. Jajati Nayak to kindly come onto the stage and bless us with few inspiring words.
Professor Majumdar, Dr. Sumit Guha, my colleague, and the organizing team, staffs of the Future Scholars Academy, respected teachers, and above all, dear beloved students. So we are gathered here to celebrate birth anniversary of Acharya P.C. Rai as a part of the celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So whole India is celebrating now Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the 75th year of India's independence. So in various ways, here we see the beautiful quiz competition program. So many motivating stories are there in the quiz program. So there is a purpose why we are celebrating the 75th year independence in a grand way all over India. So just summarizing the purpose, if I put in my view, my words. First thing is, we try to remind the contribution of the freedom fighters and the contribution of several experts, scientists, technocrats, teachers, in various ways, those who could not contribute directly in the battle, but they contributed in several other ways, like Acharya Jagadish Chandra Basu, P.C. Rai. The way they revolted, we get some inspiration from them. And second thing is that we try to review the achievements that we have made till now. Basically, scientific achievements in education sector, so many sectors are there, so many areas are there. The kind of achievements we have made so far, we are reviewing those achievements. And then, upon reviewing, we have to lay down the future road, how we should move on. Basically, the leaders in this in India, I am not talking of the political leaders, maybe political leaders in the political domain, but the scientific leaders in their own expertise, in their own area, they are trying to frame rules, frame policy, how country can move on. So basically these policies are reviewed within certain interval, maybe 20 years, once in 20 years, once in 10 years. When the country feels that we should review the policy, then they make some arrangements. So that is the part of the scientific policy makers or the part of the policy makers. But along with them, we have also some role as individual. As an individual, I have some role, you have some role. So in every profession, somebody might be a teacher, somebody might be a scientist, somebody might be a doctor, might be an engineer. So every individual has some role. So what is our role in making India or putting India in a better position? I just remember some quote, I forget who said it, probably Abraham Lincoln or Kennedy. He asked the Americans don't ask what America can do for you. Rather ask what you can do for America. There are two things. When you say America can do for you or your country can do for you, basically you are thinking of some rights. When you say you can do for your country, then you are thinking of basically duty. So this rights and duty both are two sides of the coin. When the role of individual comes into mind, so basically we are talking of duty. What is our duty? What is our role? So today it is very much relevant to discuss the role of the students or the role, your role. What should be your role? Yes. So then, observing yourself or identifying the strengths and weakness, accordingly we should proceed for a career. You should not come under social pressure. So, if you have some good, you can draw beauty, or you can be an artist, or you when you draw something, or when you make some artistic things, then you are enjoying, then try to pursue that. Basically, wherever you are enjoying, if you find you have a strength in that direction, then try to pursue. So that is first observation you should observe. Nobody can say what is best inside you. Your teacher just ignite you, inspire you, but you have to do on your own. You are the best, in that sense you are the best teacher. So for yourself you are the best teacher. You can know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, according to you can proceed. Second thing, make your dream bigger. Everybody is dreaming. You are also dreaming. Then make a bigger dream. And also try to learn not to get frustrated if your dream is not fulfilled. Every failure you will learn something from each and every failures. So make your dream bigger, pursue it, and try to learn not to get frustrated. But definitely you will not be frustrated if your passion and your dream both are in align, both are in the same direction, then you will never get frustrated.
Thank you. The house that we have is the greenhouse called the Janaki Ammal house. Janaki Ammal Edavalat Kakkar was an Indian botanist who worked on plant breeding, cytogenetics and phytogeography. The second house that we have is the blue house called by S.N. Bose house. Satyendra Bose was an Indian mathematician and physicist specializing in theoretical physics, the foundation of Bose-Einstein statistics and the theory of Bose-Einstein condensate. The third house that we have is the yellow house, which is called as the Ramanujan house. Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar was an Indian mathematician. Though he had almost no formal training in pure mathematics, he had substantial contribution to the mathematical analysis, number theory and infinite series. He is also known as the man who knew infinity. Last but not the least, we have the red house called as APC Roy house. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy was a great Indian scientist who needs no introduction. His contribution to the chemical science in India is beyond praise. So with no further ado, let us start today's proceedings. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Now I would like to call on the stage our guests, members of the management, our respected principal ma'am, for lighting the auspicious lamp. Please give them a big hand to be present upon the stage. I may be permitted to give a brief introduction about his accomplishments, academic attainments, and his chosen field. Acharya Prafulla Chandra established as the first modern Indian research school in chemistry and is regarded as the father of chemical science in India. He was also a great teacher and Swadeshi entrepreneur. We all feel proud to be born on the same soil as Acharya-ji. It is a privilege to be a part of such an institution who honors such eminent personalities. Now I would request
Good morning to one and all. It is organized by the Future Scholars Academy, Baduria, in association with Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, popularly known as VVM, is a multi-level national talent search examination organized every year by VIVA, the largest science movement in India led by eminent scientists in association with VIVA under Department of Science and Technology, Government of India and NCER to inculcate and generate interest in science, nurture and mentor the students for their future endeavor. Today is a very special day for us as Indian and very special for West Bengal. The birthday of father of chemistry Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy. As a student of chemistry, I salute him. I feel proud that where APC Roy worked, I was the student of that institution, Science College Rajabazar, Kolkata and Presidency College, Kolkata. In my student life, I visited the room of APC Roy at Science College. APC Roy studied chemistry, physics and zoology for a BSc and awarded a DSc in inorganic chemistry in 1887. He was elected Vice President of the University Chemical Society in 1887. Ray wished to apply for a position within the Indian Educational Service, although the higher posts in education were all but closed off to Indians. He returned to India in 1888 and armed with various letters of recommendation tried to enter the service. He was unemployed for a year until he got a temporary teaching post in Calcutta. He was one of the finest chemists in India. He was a pure nationalist by thought. One of his famous quotes was, "Science can wait, Swaraj cannot." He understood the role of the economy for the freedom of the nation. In those days, sulfuric acid was considered to be crucial. Acharya Ray observed that local manufacturers could only produce acid in small amounts in wasteful ways. So he assisted the Bhaduri brothers in acid production. He also started making sulfate of iron and phosphate of calcium. He also started a pharmaceutical company named Bengal Chemicals in 1901 as the first pharmaceutical company in India. Realizing the importance of ancient chemists, he wrote a book as a compendium of ancient chemistry named Hindu Chemistry. In 1904, he toured Europe and was given a warm reception by Indian students at Edinburgh. In 1912, the University of Durham conferred him an honorary DSc degree. Ray was awarded with the companionship of the Indian Empire CIE in 1912 and a knighthood in 1919. In 1916, he took up a position at the University College of Science in Calcutta, which is Rajabajar Science College, where he remained until retirement. In 1924, he established the Indian Chemical Society for the popularization of science among Indians. The society started the Journal of Indian Chemical Society. Despite his great intellect, he preferred to publish in Indian journals and inspired others also for the same. Today's topic for quiz, Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy, India's freedom struggle through science, contribution of Indians towards world, International Year of Basic Sciences for Sustainable Development. To establish psychological supremacy, the British also tried to push the narrative that Indians cannot think rationally and hence cannot pursue science. In response, nationalist scientists used their Western education to focus on the need for developing an indigenous scientific temper, where Indians of all classes would learn and benefit from scientific knowledge. They used science as a tool in India's freedom struggle. We must pay respect to all those nationalist scientists. If Satyagraha means protest, then Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose took the path of first Satyagraha and taught for 3 years without salary. He was the first in the world who experimentally demonstrated the transmission of microwaves. But such an outstanding achievement was not recognized, and later Guglielmo Marconi was awarded the Nobel Prize for demonstrating his work on long-distance wireless telegraph. On September 14, 2012, Bose's experiment work in millimeter band radio was recognized as an IEEE milestone in electrical and computer engineering. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya also acted as major pillar for the emergence of national scientists. Many other scientists like Meghnad Shaha, Mahendralal Sarkar, Ruchi Ram Shahani, M. Visesaraya, Srinivasan Ramanujan, these are all these nationalist scientists. They have lots of contribution. Yella Padagada Subbarao discovered the function of adenosine triphosphate ATP for the treatment of cancer. Satyendranath Bose, mathematician and physicist known for the Bose-Einstein statistics and the theory of Bose-Einstein condensate fifth state of matter. Pramodnath Bose, an accomplished geologist with a degree from the Royal School of Mines, London, was superseded by T. Holland, 10 years his junior, for the post of the Director of Geological Survey of India during British rule. Now, International Year of Basic Sciences for Sustainable Development, that is also another one topic for today. We need more basic sciences to achieve Agenda 2030 and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. This is the message sent to the world by the United Nations General Assembly on 2nd December 2021. The proposal for the year was developed by the International Union of Pure and Applied Physics, IUPAP, under the leadership of Michael Spiro. IUPAP President, with the encouragement and support of the International Science Council, ISC, which is the world's premier representative scientific organization. It works at the global level to catalyze and convene scientific expertise, advice, and influence on issues of major concern to both science and society and its many members, partner institutions, and UNESCO. On this auspicious day, we are privileged to have with us Professor Ravin Majumdar, retired professor, Department of Chemical Technology, Calcutta University. Sir, you are most welcome. I welcome Dr. Jajati Keshri Nayak, scientist of Variable Energy Cyclotron Center, Salt Lake, Kolkata, under Department of Atomic Energy, Government of India. I welcome Dr. Samit Guha, Assistant Professor, Jadavpur University, Department of Chemistry. I welcome today's quiz master, Rajiv Sannal. I welcome Mr. Animesh Acharya, retired officer, Government of India. I welcome Vijay Lakshmi Kumar, Principal, Asian International School. I welcome Madam Joita Datta, Principal, Bishop George Mission School. I welcome all the participating team of Tfsa Quizzical, Salt Lake Shiksha Niketan, Kollani Public School, Bishop George Mission School, Satish Chandra Memorial School, Bhavans Ganga Box Kanuria Vidya Mandir, Spark School, Jyotirmoy Public School, Adamas World School, Aditya Academy Senior Secondary School Damdam, Krishnanagar Public School, Asian International School, Kollangarh Vidya Mandir, Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 Ichhapur, Delhi Public School Ruby Park, and of course our host school, the Future Scholars Academy. I welcome all the members of our school management. A warm welcome to the teachers, coordinators of different schools, students, teachers, parents and guardians. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy used to say, a man may desire victory always, but he should welcome defeat at the hands of their own disciple. Famous Indian scientists like Meghnad Saha and Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar were among his students. So dear students, we are the teachers, we always welcome you and we will be very, very happy when the teachers will be defeated by the students. So my heartfelt greetings to all the participants and best wishes to all of you. This program is not only a competition but also a platform to gain knowledge. So enjoy the event. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.
Professor Ravin Majumdar is a former professor from the Department of Chemical Technology from University of Calcutta. Government of India. Working in the Department of Chemistry. Kumar ma'am, please come onto the stage, and I would request our principal ma'am to felicitate her. Now I would request Joita Datta ma'am to kindly come onto the stage. And I would request our principal ma'am to felicitate her. Vasundhara Quiz and Yoga Day Quiz. His effortless foray into wide-ranging subjects from astronomy, wildlife and environment, health and hygiene, philately, heritage, management and finance, literature and international affairs make him such much sought after and adorned personality. Quizzing for various events for IITs, IIMS, IISER, CII, ICC, BNCC and KB Sangathan, many leading educational institutions including DPS Group, Sunbeam Group, Heritage Group, Rice Group, La Martiniere for boys and girls, St. Xavier's institutions, IIT Delhi Kanpur, Kharagpur, and the list continues. Crisscrossing the country, spreading the joy of knowledge. Since last 3 decades, this man has been a dreamer. So everyone, please give a big round of applause for the Chief Master Rajesh Sanyal.
Well, this is such a huge occasion. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govindam Sarvakarana Karanam. In 1893, a man, a dreamer, a cyclonic monk, went to Chicago and said, Sri Nantu Vishyam Ridasya Putraha Ayadhamani Divyani Tastu Vedamedam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Shuklam Tamashaparastutam. So we belong to a civilization which is thousands and thousands of years old. We carry a legacy which has gone into antiquity. It is time, with the hands of our great seers and the visionaries, that India is moving forward, marching forward, and I'm so privileged to have these doyens, the great scientists who have come over here, and the champions of tomorrow. I don't know, my words fail, as Oparadi is saying. Before I acknowledge my gratitude, I'll tell you one small simple thing. Today, we are commemorating the birthday. At that time, it was unthinkable. Under the British yoke, the Britishers have looted India and turned India into a pauper state. India, which carried the civilizations, which was always a very rich country culturally. It was a rich country as far as the resources are concerned. They had been depleted. But the circle, Kala Chakra, is turning. And now we are on the threshold. Bharat abar jagat sabhay shreshto asana labe. I have no doubt about that. But to begin with, can you put your hands together, please, loud? Put your hands together. For India, for this Quizzical, for this Academy, the College Academy, and where I must say a few words before we begin the quiz, we don't have much time. যার সম্বন্ধে না বললে হবে না, তিনি হচ্ছেন আমার ভীষণ প্রিয় দিদি অপরাধী। অপরাধী একটু বলি, দিদির সঙ্গে আমার প্রথম পরিচয় হয়, এটা না বললে ঠিক হবে না, একটা বড় কুইজের ব্যাপারে। দিদি আমাকে প্রচুর বকাঝকা করেছিলেন, এইভাবে করতে হবে, ওইভাবে করতে হবে, এটা করো, ওটা করো। And then I realized this lady, a mother-like lady, তার একটাই কামনা, যে বাচ্চারা কি করে সায়েন্সে আনন্দ পাবে, সায়েন্স শিখবে, এবং তারা তার যে আদর্শ, আচার্য প্রফুল্লচন্দ্র রয়, আরেকজনের আদর্শ আছে, তাকে নিয়ে আমি কোয়েশ্চেন করেছি। The time has come when we need to look back into our history, into our heritage. And India was a great nation, mighty nation from the beginning. So আজকের কুইজের ব্যাপারে দু তিনটে কথা, let me tell you a few words. It is not about winning or losing. It does not make a difference. But আচ্ছা, শুধু একটাই রিকোয়েস্ট, before we begin the quiz, there should be a gap between the participating teams, and there should be distance from the teachers. So don't get me wrong. So my suggestion is, today's quiz is not acknowledge my gratitude to all the celebrities and the great teachers and professors who are present. The teachers who has made their point to bring their kids in today, I acknowledge my gratitude, and I acknowledge my gratitude to the Almighty. And whoever he is one. And we will begin the quiz today. So, rules are very simple. You should put your mobiles on, the participant on the switch off mode, and absolutely switch off mode. And anybody in the auditorium, I humbly request you to put it in a silent mode. So, sir, madam, you have not got it? We'll get it, don't worry.
ঠিক আছে, চালিয়ে নিন, ফাইনালে দেখবো, এতে হয়ে যাবে তো, নাকি অসুবিধা নেই। Scientists strove to unshackle the country and its signs from the colonial rule made him a freedom fighter in true sense. So dash in the garb of a dash, 5 and 5, dash. He was known as dash in the garb of a dash. বাংলায় বলি, এই বইটা তোমাদের সবাইকে পাঠানো হয়েছে। So question is from the book. He was dash in the disguise of a dash. That was question. হাত তুলে উত্তর বলবো না কিন্তু, হ্যাঁ বলো, tell me.
Sir, revolutionary in the...
Sit down. Why are you saying this? You are a participant. No, you are participating in the quiz. So don't say the preliminary round, not now. Wait. Are it happens, they are very excited. জোরে হাততালি দিয়ে ওর জন্য। হাততালিটা এই কারণে হবে, তোমরা এখন উত্তর দেবে না, পরে। আসলে একটা ছোট্ট কথা বলি, যেটা খুব আনন্দ লাগে না, সে যে এই যে বাচ্চারা তোমার সবাই এসছো না, আজকে তোমরা যে তো হারও বড় কথা নয়, কিন্তু তোমরা এই যে মহান মানুষরা স্মরণ করছি আজকে, তাদের আশীর্বাদ, তাদের ব্লেসিংস, হ্যাঁ, ভারতবর্ষ দাঁড়িয়ে আছে। কোয়েশ্চেন নাম্বার 2, question number 2, connection. What connects these products? Canthodine hair oil, phenyl, white tiger, naphthalene balls and bleaching powder. Aste aste pechone jana thakle don't whisper and give the answer. That is very important. I'll come to you. Don't help your friends. That is question number 2. And I'll tell you which is start question and which is not. In case of a tie, question number 1 was a start question. Going to question number 3.
So closely, we could see each grain, each particle. There are patterns in everything.
Are you wrong a Newton by chance? Oh. Don't be intimidated. Great knowledge comes from the humblest of origins.
I'm here to publish. The letter only contained a small sampling of my discovery.
This will take a lifetime.
Maybe 2.
Integrals, infinite series.
I've never seen anything like that. How do you know that theorem?
It came to me.
You don't pull a stunt like that in my class.
These steps you want, I do not know how to do.
Where do you think you're going? It's our hobby.
Don't you know what I've given up to be here? I have nothing.
Okay. 2-part question. Name the movie. That is 5. Question number 3. And there is a number associated with this. A number. 5. Got it? Name the movie. And if you know the movie and the about whom, so there is a number associated with this. So I got one query from ma'am. So you see, why is this quiz happening at all? This is happening because we are remembering the great personalities. It's not about winning or losing. It's not about the repeating questions. So that is fantastic. And this portrait has been drawn by Shobhan Debormon, the art teacher from this school. Shobhan, can you please come forward? Put your hands together for him. It's a wonderful portrait. Beautifully done. Ajay Kumul Chandra. ঠিক আছে, 2-part question. That is 3. Got it? Go to question number 4. হ্যাঁ, রিপিট মানে এটা তো তোমরা দেখতেই পাচ্ছ।
Closely, we could see each grain, each particle.
Yeah.
There are patterns in everything.
Name the movie and a number associated with this. This is a start question. ঠিক আছে? Question number 3 is a start question. তো আশা করি আপনাদের এই কুইজ ভালোই লাগবে এবং বাংলাতেও বলছি, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, বাংলা স্কুলেতেও বলছি। But one thing I'm sure, when you go back after this quiz, you will start studying about these giant personalities who have shaped and reshaped the destiny and future of India. Question number 4 coming up.
So closely.
Identify the great son of Mother India and also this instrument, 5 and 5. 2-part question. Identify him and identify this instrument. So that is question number 4. Question number 4. The person or the instrument, yes. For example, the person is Quizmaster Rajiv Sanyal and the instrument is the microphone. See, once again I tell you, যখন দিদির সঙ্গে কথা হচ্ছিল, I was wondering how to frame the questions, especially these doyens will be coming, sirs will be coming. Then I decided, let me just forget them. They are our leaders. But let me think of you. When you go back home, when you go back and ruminate and think about you, think about all this. As Wordsworth said, for oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. So remembering this great scientist, seers, question number 5 coming up. Once again, is only a hint. These questions are a hint. You go back, study about them, be like them, and take India to the generation, I don't know, infinity. So this is the forgotten pioneer of astrophysics. He's not exactly forgotten, but we are not talking about him. Very unfortunate we talk about some movie star with their antics. I'm sorry to say, I feel myself a strong nationalist. I'm a very proud Indian. I'm a very proud Bengali. So you should feel proud about your culture. In fact, India taught civilizations to the world. So that is very important. Once you feel proud about yourself, your nationality, your science, your technology, then you are the champion. So remembering once again this great scientist, question number 5. Question number 6 coming up. Watch this.
You okay? You need a minute? Cool.
You okay? I just want to watch it once more. Very poignant message.
You okay? You need a minute? Cool.
Okay. We are not okay. Because we have toyed with our flora and fauna. We have played with our mother nature. And now nature is coming back hard at us. And you'll be very surprised, not surprised, the water level in Kolkata has gone down like anything, and any day the entire city can crumble and collapse. It might happen in another 15-20 years. So now you are the people who can just come up and say, no, stop it. So it's about biodiversity, about United Nations and all these organizations coming in. So two-part question. This is the advertisement of which organization? 5. And this has a message, hashtag message. What is the message? Clear? So 5 and 5, a hashtag message. Question number 7 coming up. The message, there is a message. একটা message আছে যে message কি না আপনারা অডিটোরিয়ামের ভেতরে খাবার নিয়ে আসবেন না. It's a message. So similarly this advertisement has a message. Okay? Question 7 coming up. You want a negative marking? তোমার স্কুলের নাম কি? KPS. So scorer, KPS will get negative only. No negative. Why should you think negative? Think positive. 2 বছর আমরা নেগেটিভ ভেবেছি, নেগেটিভ শেষ হয়ে গেছে, এখন সামনে এগোনোর পালা। আর পেছনে তাকানোর নয়, সামনে এগোনোর পালা। 4টে লাইট মনে পড়লো। আর মনে করো আকাশে আছে এক ধ্রুব নক্ষত্র, নদীর ধারায় আছে গতির নির্দেশ, অরণ্যের মর্মর ধ্বনিতে আছে আন্দোলনের ভাষা। চলে যাও পরের প্রশ্নে। Question 7.
In September 2, what happened is the place where the lander is sitting on the orbiter, this point, from this point, this thing will be separated out. Now, so it will become like this. Now in the September, now it is there go together, and September 2, it will become like this. This one. Now after the September 2nd onwards,
Simple question.
not that they are forgetting this one.
He is a great visionary, identify him.
This orbiter will be on their own in the 100-kilometer orbit. Now we have.
I could have asked another question also, but as simple as that, identify him. A real hero. We talk about those Khans and blah blah blah, I don't want to talk about them. They are not our heroes. They cannot be your heroes. These are our heroes. And our guides are there sitting in the front bench, our teachers. So time has come to, transform yourself and feel proud. Question 8 coming up. 28th February is the National Science Day. So, to mark the discovery of which Indian physicist? কোন আবিষ্কার বা কার আবিষ্কারকে স্বীকৃতি দেওয়ার জন্য 28 ফেব্রুয়ারিকে 28 February is known as the National Science Day. Now once again, as you understand the flow of the questions, we are just remembering today the great heroes, our real heroes, who have transformed India. Question number 9 coming up.
To the task when I suddenly felt a presence behind me. I turned around to discover my teacher peering at my drawing. After examining my work, he patted me on my back and said, I knew I was putting you under stress by asking you to meet an impossible deadline. I never expected you to perform so well. I had hardly slept or eaten in the past 3 days, but I now felt a huge sense of joy and relief. Not
there is a very famous poem. The poem goes like that. The heights by great men, reached and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night. Nothing comes easy in life. So this short film is about whom? So they are pumping. This all happens, আমরা আবার বলছি যে আজকের কুইজটা ঠিক কুইজ নয়, আমার কাছে এটা একটা ট্রিবিউট, শ্রদ্ধার্ঘ। So about whom? Question number 10 coming up. India's first satellite was named after this famous Indian astronomer. It was launched in 19th April 1975. And the great Indian mathematician calculated the value of pi at 3.1416. With your kind permission, sir, let me tell you a few things which have not been told to us. You have seen the image of Baraha avatar, na? Do you know Baraha avatar? So you can see in the Baraha avatar, the Baraha picks up the earth from the ocean. What is the shape of the earth? Square, rectangular, na? Rectangular earth. Then spherical. So the concept of Baraha has existed for thousands of years. Our seers, our astronomers knew that earth was round. And the Western, astronomy came to know about earth is round a couple of 100 years back, 200, 300 years back. So India was a mighty nation. I've been studying this and I'm thankful to Apoladi for giving me this opportunity. Acha. So who was he? I think we're on time. So identify this great mathematician, astronomer. You have to identify him. Next question. Question 11. The movie. Or about whom? Sound. School. Sound about it.
तो उल्टा स्कूल को ही सिखा देगी।
मैंने एक आदमी को गोली मार दी थी। क्या पोहा खाइए ना।
What is it that you love about being on stage?
People's face when they see a girl in Choti is doing math.
Choti?
Choti.
Oh.
372,891.
How do you do it?
923.
How are you doing it?
How? 2773730.
We just made it to the Guinness Book of World Records.
I was correct. The computer was wrong.
And that's why they named you the human computer.
Best in maths and
So name the movie or okay, name the personality on whom the movie is being made. So everybody is smiling now. Okay, next question coming up, question 12. Now, as I said, it is important. We have dedicated today's quiz to the great scientist Rabindranath তার লেখা বিজ্ঞান বিষয়ক গ্রন্থ বিশ্ব পরিচয়। মানে in fact this is also a question which might come. বিশ্ব পরিচয়ে কোন মহান বিজ্ঞানীকে উৎসর্গ করেন? 1948 সালে তিনি প্রতিষ্ঠা করেন বঙ্গীয় বিজ্ঞান পরিষদের। যদি দিদির বক্তব্যকে মন দিয়ে শুনে থাকে, ইউ নো হু ইজ। তিনি বলেছিলেন যারা বলেন বাংলা ভাষায় বিজ্ঞান চর্চা হয় না, তারা হয় বাংলা জানেন না, নাহলে বিজ্ঞান বোঝেন না। তো কে সেই বিখ্যাত বিজ্ঞানী যাকে আজকে আমরা আবার স্মরণ করছি? Okay, that was question in 12. Question 13 coming up. Going to question 13. যাচ্ছি? Okay. রবিদা, ঠিক আছে, প্লে করে দাও। উপরটা করো আগে।
किसी कुत्ते को मारना हो तो अफवाह फैला दो कि वो पागल है। ठीक उसी तरह किसी इंसान को बर्बाद करना हो तो ये ऐलान कर दो कि वो देशद्रोही है। मुझे तुम लोगों से कोई कैरेक्टर सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं चाहिए, ना ही मैं यहाँ कोई पॉपुलैरिटी कॉन्टेस्ट जीतने आया हूँ। एक मिशन के लिए आया हूँ। अब सितारों तक पहुँचाने वाली जिम्मेदारी तुम्हारी। क्या समझ रखा है मुझे? सर, दुनिया भर में लोग ना 60-70 टन की इंजन बना रहे हैं और हम यहाँ 600 किलोग्राम के खिलौना बनाकर खुश हो रहे हैं। सर, ये रॉकेटरी नहीं है, पॉकेटरी है। इन रॉकेट्स के जरिए हमें कमर्शियल सैटेलाइट्स लॉन्च कर रहे होंगे। क्या बेटी ऐसा ऑफर ले लें? ये फिर से हमारे काम दिमाग छीनना चाहते हैं। हम भी नाराज।
Okay, two-part question. Name the movie. 5. And the movie is based on whose life? If you ever thought the life of scientists were very easy, it was not. And if I have a little bit of time, with the kind permission of sir, let me narrate a story. When আচ্ছা ওটা আনসারটা পড়ে দেবো, ওটা এখন গল্প বললে একটা আনসার চলে আসবে, ঠিক আছে, পড়ে বলবো। So that was question 13. Name the movie, and the movie is based on whose real life. I think we are on time, 12:43. Question number 14 coming up. Wow. This question I am dedicating to Apoladi actually. এই ভারতীয় জৈব ও উদ্ভিদ রসায়নবিদ যিনি ভিঙ্কা অ্যালকলয়েডের নয়নতারা থেকে প্রাপ্ত উপক্ষারের উপর গবেষণা করেন এবং ম্যালেরিয়া ও মৃগী রোগের ওষুধ প্রস্তুত করেন। 1961 খ্রিস্টাব্দে তিনি প্রথম মহিলা হিসেবে রসায়ন বিজ্ঞানে শান্তিস্বরূপ ভটনাগর পুরস্কার লাভ করেন। We must know about her. আমি জানি দিদির একজন খুব প্রিয় মানুষ। So this question I'm dedicating to Apoladi, and you must know about her, especially girls. India is doing fantastically. হাত তুলতে হবে না, বলো English. Oh, see, he was a chemist who actually the Vinca alkaloid is a kind of উপক্ষারের ইংরেজিটা ভুলে গেছি, alkaloids. So alkaloids were there. He did a kind of research. And he, prepared medicines of malaria and মৃগী রোগটা মনে পড়ছে না, epilepsy. Okay, in 1961 he received the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award. She received. So she is a great scientist. So who is she? Okay, পেছন থেকে গুনগুন করলে হবে না, ওরা কি পার্টিসিপেন্ট? ওইখানটা একটু ওই পিছন থেকে বোধহয় বলছে, হ্যাঁ ওইখানটা দেখো দাঁড়িয়ে যান তো। Yeah. Question 14. Okay, question 15 coming up. Now once again we are remembering another great. I'll tell you in English. ইনি বিশিষ্ট বাঙালি মানব দরদি চিকিৎসক. He became a legend in his lifetime. কিংবদন্তি হয়েছিলেন, দেশীয় ভাষায় চিকিৎসা শাস্ত্র অধ্যয়ন এবং অধ্যাপনার ব্যাপারে বিশেষ উদ্যোগ গ্রহণ করেন. ইনফ্যাক্ট these are nationalist scientists. They work very hard to make the science available for the regional languages. Okay? তার উল্লেখযোগ্য কৃতিত্ব হলো বেলগাছিয়া অ্যালবার্ট মেডিকেল কলেজ ও হসপিটাল প্রতিষ্ঠা করা। In Belgacia there is an Albert Medical College. Belgacia is the hint. Belgacia is the hint. Who is he? কে তিনি কে? That is the question. So if you know the name of the present name of the hospital, you know the person. Identify another great son of Mother India who fought the British, in the way. Today's topic is, it was not about only the freedom fighters, they went and fought the British, but the thinkers, but the scientists, they brought about a revolution. See, I'll tell you one thing. In a quiz, it is a cardinal mistake, a cardinal sin to ask the question to a quiz master. That is what I'm saying. You are making a cardinal mistake of asking a question to the quiz master. Quiz master will just say as much he wants to say. I'm not saying whether it is he or she. Bangla lega tini, Bangla babo tini. He or she bolbo na. And chole jachi what question. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm joking. Question 16. Another great personality. আমি আবার বলেছি, আজকের কুইজটা আমার কাছে কুইজ নয়, আজকে আমার কাছে কুইজটা হচ্ছে একটা শ্রদ্ধার্ঘ দেওয়ার অপরচুনিটি এবং তোমাদের সঙ্গে একটু শেয়ার করা। তোমরা বাড়ি গিয়ে আজকের কোয়েশ্চেন চ্যাম্পিয়ন হলে কি হেলে না, ফাইনালে উঠলে কি উঠলে না ভুলে যাও, জাস্ট ফরগেট দ্যাট, গো অ্যান্ড স্টাডি দেম অ্যান্ড ট্রাই টু বি লাইক দেম। সো হি ইজ আনাদার গ্রেট, ওয়ান অফ মাই গ্রেটেস্ট হিরোজ, দিস গ্রেট সায়েন্টিস্ট whose 100th birth anniversary was being celebrated throughout the country, and ISRO has named Chandrayaan to lander in his name. As simple as that. Another great Indian scientist. Okay? Question 17 coming up. বই থেকে যে বই পাঠানো হয়েছে, তোমরা বই পড়লে নিশ্চয়ই পারবে। After clearing the entrance examination in 1879, Prafulla Chandra took admission at Metropolitan Institution, now known as Dash College, founded by Pandit Tfsa Vidyasagar. Ray mentions in his autobiography, this was the first bold experiment in India of making higher education as cheap as secondary education. In the first place, the Metropolitan Institution was a national institution and something we could look upon as our own. So try to understand these scientists, these nationalists, under the yoke of foreign rule, making institutions to change and transform the mindset of the fellow Indians and take them away from the belief that Sada Chamra is superior. No, they are not. In fact, with your kind permission, I was attending an international seminar where I was supposed to speak online. So just before me, the British speaker, who told me, he was saying that Macaulay and all these people came and make you civilized. So when my chance came, I said, sir, with your kind permission, let me tell you, in 1066 Norman conquest happened. The French came and invaded England, and prior to that, you were only 3 semi-nomadic barbaric people of Angles, Saxons and Jutes. And 10,000 years ago, we knew the earth was round. So we must feel proud about, and that is happening. India is moving forward, no doubt about that. So name the college. By what name this college is now known as? That was question number 17. 3 more questions left. After that, we'll take the answer script from you. We'll take the corrections and other, you'll be hearing the guests. Question number 18. This is also from the book provided to you, must be knowing. In fact, I was reading the Gregorian calendar, the Georgian Gregorian calendar is very flawed. That is why they have to put a leap year. But our Panchang is true to the finest decimal points. তাই আমি বাংলায় যদি আষাঢ় মাসের 13 তারিখে জন্মে থাকি তাহলে প্রতি বছর আমার জন্মদিন ওই ডেট ওই 13 তারিখেই পড়বে। But that is not true about the English calendar. It keeps on shifting. That means a flawed calendar. And once again I must say, AD, Anno Domini, I'm sorry to say, why should I be accepting the domination of somebody else? I'm sorry, you might find me different. So our Panchang calendar is the best calendar. Sanskrit language is a very scientific language. They found out that Boolean algebra is 0, 0 and 1. And now the coding are being made in Sanskrit. I hope I'm not wrong. So this is also the period when huge scales of time were conceived, such the day of Brahma. Brahma Akdi of 4.32 billion years, which curiously comes close to the age of the earth, 4.5 billion years. Just believe me. So many thousands of years back, our Vedas, our Upanishads had spoken about all this. So of course there are much longer time scales to be found in Jain texts and in the Puranas. So my question is, what is the terminology for day of Brahma is given? The beautiful books, the books have been sent to you, must have read it. Okay? I'm reminded of a song. So I can give a clue, that's not the answer. गाना की चीज़ पल 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 एक पल था ना, एक गाना था ना, one song. Okay. Question number 19 coming up. Once again, this is something remarkable. He would recite poems from Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath's Murti বাইরে রয়েছে তাকে আমরা শ্রদ্ধার্ঘ্য জানাই. And quote slokas from Rasa Ratnakara written by an ancient chemist. In 1922, he donated money to establish the prize to be awarded for the best work in chemistry in the name of this ancient chemist. বলা হয়, this personality was a great chemist. He was an alchemist. Probably he could turn baser metals into gold. And before the barbarians came and destroyed Nalanda and Takshashila, India was a great treasure trove, a repository of, I'm using the word barbarians, I'm sorry to say, but we must feel proud about who we are. So that is very important. That was question number 1, another question. So what is the name of that ancient chemist? A start question. The last question. আমরা খাতা দেখব এবং তার আগে আমার মনে হয় top 7 teams will go to the finals. কিন্তু যারা যেতে পারলে না দুঃখ পেও না, there are lot of opportunities here, audience prizes are here. আমরা খাতা দেখব. In the meantime, so I'll request
see two colorless solution, they are mixed. Actually, there is nothing is there. It is absolutely chemistry. So they use Kepor, Episod and whole 6, and they have added to interact with the students. সবাই ভালো থাকবেন এবং সুস্থ থাকবেন এবং স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ একটু পড়ার চেষ্টা করবেন। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
Of the children, I would request Professor Ravin Majumdar to come to the stage and address our students. Sir, please spare some of your precious time and inspire the children and all of us present here.
The principals and headmasters, headmistresses of schools, the teachers, the children and the audience, guardians, and the very distinguished speakers and other dignitaries present here. I am today. Till now, I have spoken to my children, the students, so to say, and the colleagues and friends and grown-up audience. But I did have very little opportunity to speak to young children of this age who have assembled here today. So I welcome on behalf of organizers and myself to all of you. But I take pardon, I beg apology to might be a section of the audience whose mother tongue is not Bengali, because he knew beautiful English, but still he used Bengali in an equivalent term with English. So, আমি আজকে বাংলায় বলছি দুটো কথা। যে মিনিট 15 সময় আমাকে দেওয়া হয়েছে তাতে প্রফুল্লচন্দ্র সম্পর্কে কিছু বলা মুশকিল, এবং আজকে যে অকেশন, যে প্লেজার, যে আনন্দ, এক্সাইটমেন্টের জন্য সবাই অপেক্ষা করছে, তাতে কোনো বক্তৃতা পড়াশোনা করেছি, ইউনিভার্সিটিতে পড়াশোনা করেছি, সেখানে শিক্ষকতা করেছি, অলমোস্ট শিক্ষকতা জীবন শেষ হয়ে এসছে। এরকম সময়ে 150তম জন্মদিনে আমি প্রফুল্লচন্দ্রকে নতুন করে যেন আবিষ্কার করলাম, এবং তখন আমি খুব এক্সাইটেড হয়ে গেছিলাম টু নো প্রফুল্লচন্দ্র অ্যানিউ, এবং পাওয়ার পয়েন্ট তৈরি করে আমি বিভিন্ন জায়গাতে ডাক